Hi folks, I just thought I'd give you some tips on how to solve the clues for the Nautilus gear contest. So this is kind of a template for a clue set, and a clue set is 2 pages in Hess's journal. Hess wrote 6 of these clue sets, and you're going to be seeing one appear each week for 6 weeks. In the actual clue set, these are going to be illustrations and text that will pose puzzles that you need to solve. Those puzzles normally give you numeric answers that you need to make use of. And what I'm going to do here is just explain to you how you go through sort of the logic of solving the puzzle. So this is a geographic-based puzzle, and the reason for that is that Hess, and this is Dr. Hess right down here, handsome devil that he is, he created a time machine that could travel in time and space. And when he traveled in space, he set geographic offsets. So he would go from one place to another by offsetting himself in geography, with latitude and longitude, and go from here to here. And we're going to do the same thing with this latitude and longitude offset grid. The whole purpose of each clue set is to fill the right numbers into this grid to create an offset so that you're going to start at one place in Hamilton at the beginning of the clue set and end up at another place in the clue set at the end when you've solved all the puzzle pieces. So let's talk about that and how that works. So I'm going to pick a location. So I'm just going to start off by saying I'm going to start off at 43.12345 in Hamilton and minus 79.12345. So these are actual geographic locations that would end you up somewhere in Hamilton. The 43 and the 79 don't change during the course of the contest because they sort of bound the Hamilton area, but certainly everything on the other side of the decimal point certainly changes and becomes important. So let me sort of walk through how this works. So let's say clue number 1 was something simple like what's 4 times 4? Well, the answer is 16. And that's the digits 1 and 6, and the clue will tell you where to put those numbers in the grid. So in this case, it's going to say put that in C and E, and I say, okay, I'm going to put the 1 in C and the 6 in E. Clue number 2 might be something like 79, and that's the digits 7 and 9, and it will say put the answer in D and F, so I'm going to do that, 7 in D and 9 in F. Clue number 3 might be 17, so the digits 1 and 7, and they go in, say, K and H. So I'm going to put the 1 in K and the 7 in H. Clue number 4 is, say, a simple one. The answer is 7, and it will go into L. So I'm just going to put the 7 in L. And clue number 6 is, say, 69, or digits 6 and 9, and those can go in I and J. So I'm just going to put that there. So now we have a latitude offset of 1769 and a longitude offset of 76917. You also notice here that there's these equal signs, and Hess used this as what's called a checksum. And a checksum is a way of making sure you hadn't made a mistake somewhere. So in this case, if your numbers don't add up to 23 and 30, you've probably made a mistake somewhere. I don't think we did. I hope we didn't. So what do we do with this? Well, in this area of this journal, you'll see instructions on whether you should subtract or add the offsets from the original location. So in this case, we're going to subtract them. So I'm going to start with the original location, which was 43, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to subtract from that the offset of 179, or 1769, sorry. And the answer is going to end up being 43.12167. That's the latitude. Longitude, same idea, minus 79.123456, and we're subtracting the offset of 76917, and the answer to that is minus 79.046539. So now we have a new latitude and longitude. So we started in one place, we've ended up in another place because we're offset. What does this mean? Why do we want to be there? Well, because you physically go there in Hamilton and you'll be in front of a statue or a plaque or some object that's going to contain words that are going to allow you to do the final piece of the clue set, which is to solve a cipher, and I'm going to talk about that next. So in the first part, I told you that I would tell you how to solve the cipher. And that's what we're going to do in this part of the video. So here is the cipher. This will be similar to something that you would see about this place in the actual clue set. The actual ciphers will be longer. So how do you solve this? It's just a series of letters. Well, in the first part, I talked about how you create the offset from where you begin in the clue set to the place where you go at the end of the clue set. And when you land there, you're going to get an exact latitude and longitude that will take you to a specific place in Hamilton. And you may, as I mentioned, you see a plaque or a statue or something that'll have words on it, and the clue will give you some exact references for what you're supposed to look for. So in this case, let's say we landed someplace and there was a sign, and part of that sign was the word coop, C-O-O-P. Well, we're going to use that to solve this cipher. Now, just spoiler alert, if you don't want to know how to do this, if you want to figure it out for yourself, that's great. Stop now, don't watch anymore. There's nothing else on the rest of the video. You're not going to miss anything else. But if you do want to know how to solve the cipher, let's keep going. So we're going to use what's called a keyed Caesar cipher. So we're going to use this word coop as the key for the cipher. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to create a new alphabet underneath this what's called a plain text alphabet at the top here. So we're going to start with the letter C. Then we're not going to repeat any words in the key. So we're going to just use the one O. So it's like cop, not coop. So C-O-P. Then we're going to start with the regular alphabet again. A, B, but we're not going to use the C because we've already used that. A, B, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. No O because we've used it. No P because we've used it. So we're going to go back to the regular alphabet. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Right, so now we have the cipher alphabet that we're going to use. So how can we use that to solve this cipher? Well, if we go down here and we look at the D here goes up to the F, so there's an F. Now, M goes up to O, right? M up to O. Then U is probably the same, because, yeah, it's later in the alphabet, so the U goes to U. And the R, I think, is also, part of the same alphabet, right? It matches up again later, right? And then we want, those are done. So now we want the T. The T goes up to T, right? T to T. G goes up to I. The K goes up to M. The B goes up to E, right? B goes up to E right here. And the S is probably S, right? S goes up to S, right? The D, we've already seen that, right? D goes up to F again, so it's another F. The G goes up to I, right? G to I. The V should stay the same, yeah, V to V. The B goes up to E. So 4 times 5 equals 20. So now we have 2 digits, and those 2 digits will be part of the latitude and longitude of where the gears are buried. So we already know that it's 43 point something, 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 minus 79 dot something, 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 something. And now we know that somewhere in here, there's going to be a 2 and a 0, but we don't know where, and we won't know until the end of the clue set 6. But you need to collect. It's really important that you hang on to those 2 numbers, the 2 and the 0. And that's the way you solve the cipher. So when you've done all that, you've completed clue set 1. So to recap, you've gone from solving these clues here, putting numbers from here into here in the right places, and then calculating the offset from the original latitude and longitude you had up here, takes you to a place in Hamilton where you find a word that's used as the key for the keyed Caesar cipher, decipher this cipher here, end up with a question or a puzzle that gives you a 2-digit answer. You take that 2-digit answer and you save it because it's going to be used later on for the latitude and longitude of where Dr. Tiberius has hidden the Nautilus gears. I hope that's helpful. Good luck on the hunt.